Lights is on the beat.
YMC, Young Man's Conversation. I'm in the in-home office right now, man. Just chilling, I'm here. Staying in tune, staying in touch with myself and focus. Trying to get to the next place, man. Next phase in life. Trying to get to that next phase. Because it's hard to get there. We know this. I know this. You know it's hard to get there. It ain't easy. It's simple, but it's not easy. You got to take no days off. You can rest, but don't take no days off, man. Don't take no days off. Even on your off day at work, you should be focusing on something that can assist you to that desired result. Napoleon Hill. Yeah, man, I'm going to start doing the in-home podcast here. And I'm not talking about, I'm not going to be all wild and all the gadgets and all the shit like that, but, I'm going to have it set up right. And, I'm going to give you better quality. We're going to do a lot more live videos. I'm going live. I'm going to start going live, man. I'm going to go live tomorrow. I'm going to do a post tonight, let y'all know what time I'm going to go live. I'm not for sure yet. But I'm going to start getting it in. We need to really talk. A couple of the subscribers, peace to you. Been getting on my head. Hey, man, it's only right. It ain't fair we just get this, but we can't get it live, indirect. That's how I got it. That's how I got to where I am today. A lot of gentlemen, a lot of men, from different class, businessmen, the thugs, the gangsters, from the athletes, just regular men who just didn't really have anything going, but they had experience. And they passed it down to me. I soaked it, bathed in it. I found what was good for me and I let it go what wasn't. It's crazy. Today I took an Uber. Damn. I was just sitting there and this guy we were just talking. He was just like, he's like, what do you do? Oh man, I do a couple things, and I was missing. I got my YouTube channel, YMC Young Man's Conversation, and I just get into depth and the detail about things that us young men need to get into, be aware of. And we just talking. He's like, man, I gotta tell you something. I gotta tell you the story because I need you to have this on your channel. And I don't remember his name, man. Hispanic guy. He said, I went to Brazil, met this woman. We started talking. We got together. Started talking about really getting serious. She got it was real serious. And, during the whole fiasco, she would always get upset, because he was always making more money. He was stacking his chips up. When it went out, he covered the check. When a bill needed to be paid, something needed to be done, she needed help, he took care of that. Because he was handling his business. You know what I mean? He was handling his business. He was making more money than her. And she's always complaining about how she wanted to make more money than him. How she wanted to make at least the same amount of money as him. And it was a competition to her. So she would get upset. He did nothing wrong. But she would get upset with him. And he was like, I don't know what to do. So he's like, you know what? He said, I'm just going to call it off. They call it quits. Because she came to America from Brazil, to come, to the United States from Brazil. And they hung out, and all the shit. But at the end of the day, that was still a problem. And, it got to the point to where they had to separate, So she goes back to Brazil. He's doing his thing. Year go by, and she's like, I heard you're dating somebody. Mind you, she don't have no contact with nobody, that he is associated with, out here in the United States. Excuse me. But it was her missing him. That treatment, that male, You know, that provider. You know, the guy who was handling his business. You know, who paid keen detail to everything that she needed. That's because he was focused on himself. That's because he said, man, I would go to work. Anything that I did wrong, I didn't do right, that I could do better, I wrote it down, you know, and I worked on it. I always capitalized. I always worked on it. And even though I wasn't the highest guy at my job and my peers, so I kept working on myself. So that woman that ran across me that was still trying to come up in life was always amazed by how I was always plowing through every phase that I was going through. And that's us today and tomorrow and yesterday. You know, we go through it and we try to figure it out. And we don't give up. You know, there's that woman who's going to be like awed by this hard work you're putting in. But there also is going to be that other woman who's going to be in competition with the work you're putting in. So you got to be careful. But he's like, I don't know what to do. She called me. I have a plan to go see her. But I don't think I should see her. What would you do? YMC. What would you do? I said, this is what I'll do, man. I'm going to write a checklist out of all the things that I want to accomplish, all the goals I want to be met when I meet her. You know, I want to write, you know, how the connection is. You know, is it still there? Is it better? You know, is it the competitiveness of her trying to make more than me there? And is it still a problem? Am I still physically attracted to her? How's the conversation? You know, who is she associating herself with? Could I picture myself being a part of that circle? You know, does it seem like she's talking to other men? You know, and I said that to say this, because if she's only want to focus on you, then you gotta, you know, make sure that, you know, that's that. It's only you. But we know what today is, and a lot of women talking to a lot of men, because a lot of men are catering to women who feel like they're entitled, even though they may not have done jack shit with their life, even right now or ever, and still feel entitled based off their beauty. At the end of the day, you're entitled to feel how you want to feel, not knocking none of that. But with that being said, if that's the case, you need to exit. You know, you want someone who's putting in work, who's doing their diligence in the world, at least in their community, at least for themselves. You know, so, you know, I told her I write this checklist off. And when you get out there, if it doesn't seem like it's gonna work, that's it. Tell her I'm closing this door in my life. You can respond, or you can reach out to me as many times as you want to, but it's over. You know, it's over. And this is something that you should, you know, make a mental note of. You know, because you want to know what's gonna happen. At least, you know, you have a plan. You want to have a plan before you do something like that. You know, and I told him, man, you know, he said, well, what if it doesn't work out? You know, what if it doesn't work out? And I'm like, listen, man, then that means that it wasn't meant to be. And you got to let that go. Because if it's not meant to be, the only thing you're going to do is end up hurting yourself. And a lot of us young men, we do that. We hurt ourselves knowing goddamn well it's not going to work anymore. You can love another woman. There's a lot of women you can love. Think about all the women you done loved to today. That shows you right there, any woman can get it. Any woman can get it. Any woman can get that love that you got, man. So you don't got to worry about there being a limited amount of women to love in your life, man. There's an abundance of women to love. You have an abundance of love to offer. You have an abundance of love just radiating and flowing all through your system and your existence. So with that being said, I told him that. I said, you know what? I'm going to add that to the plan. Young man's conversation, man. So, you know, that was just today. That was just, and every day I live my life like this. I'm engaging in conversation with other men, young men. Just, we're trying to build, trying to grow, trying to figure out what would be the best thing to do before I enter that experience. And that's what this channel is about, man. One of the aspects of this channel. So, like I said, I'm going to drop a post tonight. Let you know what time I'm going to go live. Basketball watch Deontay Wilder boxing match, a couple of my buddies. You know, we're going to have a great time tonight. You know, I got to get cut. I get my hair cut. I got to get fresh and clean. You know, got to stay grooming yourself. Stay building. Stay grinding. Stay focused. And most importantly, trust yourself. All is well can end well if you wanted to. You already know, fellas, semen retention. Always stay practicing that. Or, Not student retention. What's the other one? How's it not coming to me right now, man? God damn. Whatever, it is what it is, man. Damn. You know the other one, man. I forget what it is. But, yeah, man, stay at it, bro. Stay at it, fellas. Hit me in the comment section. Let me know what it is. Y'all want to hit me on. Oh, even when we start going live, you know, you want to go live, we go live, we just chop it up. You know, and, you know, we just get it in. We get a little 5-minute session in. Let another guy get in, get another 5-minute session in. We can get it live like that. I mean, I got to really check and see how the live works. You know, this is all new to me. You know, I'm just going and getting it. I'm not trying to determine what the outcome is going to be no more. Whatever it's going to be is going to be. I ain't scared no more. Let's go. Don't be scared. Push yourself, man. You know, push yourself, you know, and reflect at night. And plan your day at night or early in the morning. You know, get it done. You know, and let's go, man. YMCA Young Men's Conversation, man. What more can we ask for?